Carlos. All right, Corey, what you got?
CJ, first of all, how was the change back to being, a nose tackle gone so far? I mean, has there been anything that's had to change this offseason after, playing a little bit of a different role last year?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I say a lot of just, being more of a leader now, just kind of being that guy that speaks up when it's need to be spoken and just helping out younger guys and stuff like that. And as far as like playing nose guard again, I don't feel like there's really too much that changed because it's kind of like, still the same as D-line. D-line is D-line, so it's not really too much that changed, I don't believe.
You talked about taking on that leadership role. I mean, what have you learned from some of the guys in the past that you've had taking you under their wing?
Really just, being able to communicate with the younger guys and like let them know, it's okay to mess up. It's not everything's not gonna be perfect, stuff like that. And I really feel like that's kind of what I've been doing is just helping them out, and that's pretty much it.
Thank you.
David?
Hey, CJ, how are you, man?
How you doing?
Good. Yeah, I know there's a lot of focus on what you guys do off season to improve, but just kind of curious, what have you been able to do to kind of take a break, unwind, anything special that's kind of, redirected your purpose or anything like that, and just kind of giving you a moment to take a breath?
Really, honestly, just grinding. Really, that's all I could think of. I mean, it's not really too much else I really like into besides that. Just working out and getting better at what I'm good at. So I believe that's really it.
You didn't get no trips or vacation or time at home or anything like that?
I mean, my last vacation was in Charlotte. We went to the bowl game. That was about my last vacation. So
Cool.
We have classes here. Y'all,
I guess I forget that you guys have to do other stuff. That's a bummer.
Yeah, right. I mean,
yeah.
Breaking news.
Ethan, what you got?
Hey, CJ. I was just wondering, are there any things in particular you're working on in your game to kind of, take the next step? Just anything in particular on the field?
Honestly, I'll say my pass rush. I feel like I gained a lot of knowledge over the last year, just different ways to win, as far as pass rush. And I feel like that's gonna help elevate my game even more, being inside, able to rush the passer with two guys on me, splitting double teams, stuff like that. I feel like that's something I've worked on a lot this offseason, and I'm gonna continue to work on this. I feel like it's gonna be a good help for me.
Thanks.
Chip?
Yeah, CJ, let me ask you the same question we asked Peyton a minute ago, which is you lost some guys that have been around for a long time, like Drake and Isaiah and players like that. Can this defense this year be better than last year, and why so, you think? Yeah,
I definitely agree we could be better than last year. I mean, it's not too much of a older guys leaving because, we still have older guys here. It just may not seem that way because we had older guys that were here for a while, So it's kind of we're still up to date in a way. We don't have any guys that's not knowing what's going on, or, we're still in that stage where we're all on point and know what to do in our jobs and positions. So I feel like there's no fall off, and we're going to be better, in my opinion.
One other thing, too, having covered D'Antonio Burnett when he was a player, just now as Coach Thunder and around you guys all the time, just how valuable is he, and how does he motivate you guys to be better?
Man, it's crazy how much value he does to just the team and all the guys. He just really motivates us in a lot of different ways, and I feel like he really is going to help me a lot over the offseason, and just having those talks with him whenever you need him, and when things get down, he can always be there for you, and that's really what Coach Thunder does. He doesn't just work you out. He's a mentor, and he helps us out a lot with just mentally anything off field. That you're dealing with. He's a guy you can talk to and deal with those things. So he's done a lot of good things for us this offseason so far.
Brett?
CJ, now that Isaiah and Drake and Tanner and some of the more dominant personalities have moved on, have you seen a new group of leaders starting to kind of emerge, or is that something that happens on the field once you get going next week?
No, I say, we got guys that are here, it's like Jakeem Harris, Devin Betty, Jalen Scott. There's a lot of guys that have been here, so we all have like had that talk with each other that like, there's no more of those guys that were here now. We have to be those guys and carry this team the way we need to carry it. So we all have an understanding of like what needs to go on. So it's pretty much like I said, that's really not a fallout right now. I mean, it may seem like it because, we had a couple great guys leave, but it's really not a fallout in my opinion.
Thanks, CJ.
Ethan.
Kind of going back to the, what Chip asked about Coach Thunder and everything. I know these winter workouts can be like pretty brutal, pretty grueling. What's been the favorite part of winter conditioning for you so far?
I say the team runs, team runs are challenging. Even to this day, I've been here for a while and they're still challenging, but I'll say those are challenging just because, we don't just do team runs, like just run through them. We actually compete against each other. So that makes it even funner, which while you're competing, you're getting good work. And then just having that motor going over and over, I always just keep in my mind, this could be third, fourth quarter, any game. And I just always had that in my mind. And I feel like that's what's going to be the difference in my game this year, just having that motor like I usually have. So I feel like the team runs have been what's stood out to me the most this offseason.
Yeah, and we see like those short videos from the workouts, and it's everyone's always like supporting each other, getting hype after the runs and everything like that. Do you feel like the team chemistry is just as good as it was last year, even though you guys lost a lot of experienced guys?
Oh yeah. We got guys, that come in, it's pretty much older guys, so even the younger guys, we all sit down and eat, break bread, and just talk with each other, and it kind of goes from there. Once we get in here, we all working together, and we pretty much, you can't get away from it. We got to hold people accountable for certain things. It's just the way football works, so it's not really, once you get to know someone and you're doing the same thing and you have to help each other, you got to bond. That's the way you got to bond. So we pretty much got a good bond going here.
Awesome, thanks.
He had a team run this morning, and look at him doing a media Zoom.
Oh yeah, had one this morning.
Does anybody have anything else for CJ? All right, CJ, thank you.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good day.
You too.